Centaury. Centaury is the 7th Bach flower remedy that Dr. Bach discovered. Those who need Centaury are generally kind, gentle souls. They like to say yes when someone asks them for a favour, as they like to help. When one asks them a favour, they are unable to deny helping another person because of their generous nature and just because that they don't want to hurt anyone and they want to help people. They are very timid and they can be easily imposed upon. So sometimes this means that they become slaves of another person's wishes because they can't stand up for themselves. Centaury people are very servile instead of becoming a willing helper sometimes because they have the inability to say no. They overtax their strength in their endeavours and they may neglect their own particular mission themselves in life due to helping other people. They may be bound to a family or a parent, and a lot of their thoughts and actions are often influenced by others. They are very ever willing and they can be easily dominated or manipulated. Because of this, more powerful dominative personalities can take advantage of their kind-heartedness. They personally despise themselves for being weak and they can notice that this is their weak point, but they can't overcome it. They would rather suffer than cause someone else a moment's pain, which is why they would just say yes to everything. They are very eager to please and seek validation from others through their help. They lack in individuality and are very docile and submissive. They can become prey of unscrupulous people in some cases. They are constantly overworked by others, easily tired. Because of this, they can seem to be drained of their vitality. And when others ask them to do something, they are quick to do the bidding of others. They may have a pale or a languid appearance. Centaury people normally don't have time to do hobbies or look at their personal interests or do self-care or just fulfill their own needs, and they don't live in the present moment. They miss the joy that life can give as an experience, and they are very dependable and reliant towards others. They may have commitments that prevents them from fulfilling their desires, example, marriage, family, a sick relative to tend to, family business, and they have this genuine desire to be helpful that powers them through all of that. They are easily led and are exploited. Another term you can use for those who need Centaury is doormats. They become doormats for peers. They do everything their peers need without looking after themselves, just continuously doing that because they would rather work for someone instead of causing them pain. They care more about others than themselves and they find it hard to prioritize themselves. They are very good-natured and pleasant, and they are very responsive to praise. They often sacrifice their happiness for the needs of someone else. They are helpful to the parents of a spoiled child. They can be very extremely sensitive and they can easily be made unsure, upset and hurt. They are weak-willed and tends to give more things than they actually have. They are easily persuaded and they have this mindset that they are becoming a martyr for the better cause. Whatever they do, it's for the bigger picture. It's good. It's going to help someone else, so they don't really need to take care of themselves. Because of this, they are very willing to just be exploited in a way that they don't even realize they're being exploited, because they believe that they're helping others, and they would rather go through a lot themselves instead of putting that pain upon someone else by refusing them to help them. And they can also be very, very gullible. However, when one takes the Centaury remedy, they become more courageous. This means that they have the ability to say no when they need to, and they can understand what they're feeling. They start to prioritize their own needs. They have more self-respect. So if someone asks them a favor again, they can say no, and they can do it without feeling guilty or prioritizing someone else other than themselves. They have boundaries, and they can set them straight with everyone. They are wise and quiet, and they know when to give or withhold. They have very strong individuality, and they socialize. They find balance and restore their sense of perspective. They have inner strength, and they support their own opinion strongly. Again, they start to prioritize themselves. They understand that they are as important as everyone else. They complete favors for other peers without losing sight of their personality and needs. This means that they can do favors for others without becoming servile. When one is in the Centaury tendency, overworking can lead to exhaustion, and their reaction of contact with disharmonious energies may mean that they can become ill out of the blue. The Centaury remedy falls under the category of oversensitive to influence and ideas. And when comparing Centaury between other flowers, we can see that Centaury is very easily influenced due to their weak sense of individuality and gullibility in the shadow tendency. However, similarly, the clematis personality is also easily influenced due to their lack of interest in present circumstances and generally just anything. Centaury in comparison to hornbeam, Centaury people become easily tired like hornbeam, but this in this case is because their vitality is sapped by overdoing of favors and responding from requests from others, not because of any disinclination to do anything like the hornbeam personality. Thank you.